So today I want to create a new photo wall tutorial as our current one is about 2 years old and we've added a ton of new features. I'm going to try to keep this pretty concise so that way it's not too long, but I do want to talk about kind of all the key features here. So first, what is photo wall? Photo wall makes it really easy for your guests to be able to text in photos from the event. So they would sort of naturally take photos on their phone and they can also pull up any saved photos on the phone. So maybe they took a photo with the bride and groom like 2 years ago. We've seen that guests have fun kind of sharing old memories as well. Um, so guests first send in those photos to your phone number so they can scan a QR code or they can type your number in. And that is your request now number. That is a number that is given by our system. This is not your personal cell phone number, for example. So step one, again, is that guests are going to take and send in photos. Step two is that you have an approval screen, so you can approve or deny those photos. You can make sure, there's kind of nothing like funky going up on the screen. After you approve the photo, it will go into the slideshow view, and that is going to be displayed on a projector or a TV screen. And then sort of the last step is once you end the event, it's going to go to a shared album that is going to get sent to everyone. So your guests are going to take and send photos, you're going to approve them, they go on the slideshow, and then you can send the photo album to everyone. And that makes it super easy for everyone to be able to see all the photos and then they can download them as well. And just want to note, if your client doesn't want the slideshow option, you could still offer this as an add-on just to sort of help them collect all those photos. And it's quite cool that the photos get sent in a shared album at the end of the night. So I just want to mention that because we're seeing some DJs start to just offer that as well. So here's the landing page for PhotoWall, but I think I covered all the key features there. So let's hop into the dashboard to show you how you would set this up. So after you sign up for an account or you log in, you're going to be brought to your dashboard view. So this is what it looks like. I actually have an event going on now, but I do have multiple numbers, so we're going to use that other number to create the event. But oh yeah, one other thing I want to mention is you can add the photo wall to an existing song request event, or you can create a photo wall only event, meaning you're not taking song requests and you're just taking photos. And to create that, you click photo wall and then you click new photo only event. But for this demo, I want to show you how you take both. So I'm going to click new event here. So photo wall demo appeared. I actually was just kind of setting up a template for it, so that's why you see that. But you would just type in, I can just retype that. So you would type in photo wall demo. Then the event date is something you would select. So today is May 7th, so I will select that. And a quick pro tip, if you are new to photo wall, let's say you're creating your first event, you can ask support to open your event a few days in advance, which will kind of just let you play with it before the event, so it's not your first time at a real event. You're going to select the event type. So let's just pretend it's a wedding, and then you give some sort of estimate of how many people. So let's say 200. And then, like I said, let's select a number here. So I'm already using the other one for another event, so I'm going to select this one. Most of you, I'm sure, just have one number, so you don't need to worry about that. We do have a feature for collecting tips. This basically just gives you a link that redirects them to payment apps, but I don't want to make this too complicated, so let's not include this. This is the auto reply signature, so anytime they text in, they're going to get this. So it says, hope you're enjoying celebrating Bridget and Chris. Let's keep those photos coming. And then I'm going to write a new thank you message. So I'm going to say, let's say, get home safely. Hope you had a fun time tonight. Don't forget to check out photo album. And then I will say DJ Matt, and don't forget you can use this is a good opportunity for your own branding. So let's just say exampledjwebsite.com. So saying hope everyone has a fun night. Don't forget to check out the photo album. And I'm just putting my name and my website, right? So it's a good opportunity to kind of put your information so you can brand yourself. So that's the thank you message. You can also add a contact card. That's just another thing that would be sent. I think I will skip it for this demo, but you could definitely add that. Since we are taking song requests, I will turn on the song detection. I will leave guest names off, and then here it is. So here's photo wall. So to enable it, you just want to check these boxes. So normally it's going to be unchecked, so I would check this. And then you can also send a photo album link at the end of the night, and that's what I've been talking about. So you would want to check that as well. So I'm checking both of these boxes here, and photo wall is an additional cost per event. So it's $80 for a single event, but if you click the plan tab, you can buy, I believe, 2 or 3 events in advance, and then you get a significant discount. Um, but I'm going to create the event now, and it's letting me know I'm going to be charged. So now the event is being created. Okay, cool. So to use PhotoWall, you're going to need a few different links. So I'm going to open these up. So the first link is just the regular live view. This is just for taking song requests. So this tab would be for your song requests. And then the main link you need is the photo admin. This is sort of your control center for a photo wall event. So it shows the phone number that you're using, it shows that the event is active, and then it has the approval queue as well as all the current photos in the rotation. So for this demo, I'm going to pretty much stay in the photo admin view. And the thing that you will need to do is get a third link, which is called the slideshow view, and that is in the options panel. This is the link that you are going to need to put onto the TV or the projector. So let me just take a second to explain how that works. So let me just click it so it opens in a new tab. So here is the link that is going to go on the TV or projector. So if you have a TV, it does need to be hooked up to some sort of computer. You could use your DJ computer, but I would probably advise against that just because you're going to be focused on DJing, but you could sort of not have like mirroring enabled, and you could have you could basically drag this in the other window. I would definitely test out your setup ahead of time. I recommend using kind of like an old computer or something like that. This does not need to be using the newest and greatest technology. It's a very simple web page. All it needs to have is some lightweight internet. It just downloads all the photos once. So we have optimized it for that. We also have instructions if you want to use a Fire Stick. So if you want to project all the photos on a Fire Stick, that is one option. So you don't need a computer. You can just get one of those Amazon Fire Sticks. They're like $25, and we have instructions. Let me just find those instructions. Those are in the photo wall user guide. So if I open the photo wall user guide, and by the way, everything in this video is explained in the user guide. So you might want to check this out. But I would click setup instructions, and then we kind of explain how you can present it. So using one laptop, but we also have the Fire Stick. So these are the instructions. Okay, so the very first step after you create the event is to set up this link, and you can full screen it, right? And you do not need to refresh this. So this is automatically going to update anytime new photos are added. And to control the slideshow, we have some settings in here. So you can control how long a photo is on the screen for, right? So you could say 5 seconds, 10 seconds. You can control the transition. You can control if you want them random. And then if you want that caption with text instructions, what does that look like? So you need to give it a few seconds, but it should add that. And these are the main sort of settings. So remember, you're going to have one device that has this approval screen, and you can view this on a cell phone. So we do have a lot of DJs who just send this link to themselves, and they're approving the photos on their phone. So you don't need a DJ laptop, another laptop to approve, and then another laptop for the slideshow. You only need one for the slideshow, and you can use a Fire Stick, and then you can use your phone to approve. So technically, you can actually do photo wall without any additional laptops minus the Fire Stick if you use the Fire Stick. Okay, so I just cleaned up the screens a little bit to make it more clear. So on the left-hand side, I'm just showing what a guest who's texting into the system would look like. I'm just using Google Voice here for the purpose of the demo. In the middle, I have the slideshow view. This would be on a TV or a projector. And then on the right-hand side, we have that approval queue. So hopefully this is just making it super clear as to how this works. So just to start off, I'm going to try sending in a song request, because the idea here is that you might also be taking song requests. If you made a photo wall only event, this would just tell the guests that song requests are not accepted. So okay, it got that song. We see that here. Again, you would need to see that in the live view. Whoops, that tag is here. So we have that someone requested that. Okay, let's go back to the queue here. So now it's time to send in photos. So I'm going to click add image, and I have a folder. So I'm just going to select this first image here. I think some of the screen's cut off, but here we go. So there's the photo, and I will send that. So the photo is sent. This is me from a hike. And we should see that photo appear here. Yep, and just like that, we see the photo. So what has happened is the guest got a thank you. It says thanks for the photo. And then you see the auto reply, and the photo is in the queue. Now notice the photo is not visible to the guest yet, right? So this is the slideshow view because you have not approved it. And if you need to kind of see the photo larger, you can click on it. Okay, I'm going to approve that photo. Once I click approve, it should then move over to the current photos tab. And as you saw, it is now visible to all the guests. So let's send 2 more photos. Sending 2 more. Selecting them. Okay, here are 2 more photos. Sending. Guests can send multiple photos at once. Pretty soon both photos should appear. Can take a few seconds. Okay, we have 2 now. So I see that and that. So let's say you get 30 or 40 photos. You might quickly want to scan, and then you can use our approve all functionality. So it says photo approved. So now, seamlessly, the slideshow should just update, right? I didn't click refresh or anything, and there we go. It's starting to rotate. So now, to show you some of the newer features, you can click options, and we can make it maybe slide. So I can click slide. And let's say I want to remove that caption at the bottom. I can click. See how that happened almost instantly? So now it's sliding, still going every 5 seconds. Let's see what a fold looks like. So now it's folding. And I'm very curious what fall means. And that's a fall. And I can make it 15 seconds. I'd say 5 seconds is almost too quick. Again, it matters, or it really depends on how many photos you have, right? If you have 100 photos, you might want to do 5 seconds. Okay, so I'm done with settings, so I'm going to click on the Photos tab. So no new photos, because I haven't texted any in. These are our current photos. You can delete a photo, meaning to take it out of here. But keep in mind, this is very important. If you delete a photo, it is gone. So it will not be in the shareable album. So just remember that. And let me see any other features. So the last thing is ending the event to see the shareable album. If you want to preview the album, you could click this link here. All the photos that are approved are in the album. So we have 3 so far. And this is what the guests would see. So this link is shareable. They can blow the photos up, and we added new functionality that lets guests download all the photos. So that's pretty cool. The only other feature is a text blast. This one lets you text. It's kind of unrelated to PhotoWall, but we did add it in. You can text everyone who has texted in. So let's say you have 50 people and you want to send some sort of announcement like, you know, reminder. Whoops, we don't want all caps. Reminder, the party is ending in 30 mins. And you can, put the couple's name. What did we say? Bridget and Chris. So this could be helpful if maybe someone's left an item or you want to, just send any informational update. So if I click send text blast, if I go here now, it should send that. Yep, there we go. And we let you send 4 of those throughout the night, so you have 3 left, and it tells you how many guests you're sending it to. So to end the demo, let's click End Event. So this is going to show you the thank you message or preview of it. It's going to remind you that you've selected photo album. You can click this link to preview it. And it basically is telling you here that once you end it, the event cannot get any new photos. So end and send, and it should send you that link. Yep, so it sends the thank you message. That's my website, and then photos from the event. This is the shared album link. So they click that, and I'll just move this more into the screen. This is the album that everyone is being sent. Um, so yeah, that is pretty much the demo in a nutshell. If you need more help, we have the user guide in this link and options tab. So I can click this here, and then this is the help guide. But I hope this video helps and you enjoy PhotoWall.